All right, so the last big name on our list is going to be Nintendo.
Yeah.
But they're not really getting a conference. They kind of do the big Nintendo Direct and then they
pre-produced,
no clapping.
With, as you said, like, Jonah, the no
awkward stage jokes.
And
then it's like the Dragon Ball Kai of the E3.
Yeah.
You don't get all that extra stuff that you don't need.
Exactly. I like that.
It's fine-tuned for your entertainment.
Exactly.
But not really.
And then they do, what did you say it was? The Treehouse event?
Yeah, the Treehouse event where they just bring people.
Then they make the jokes.
Yeah, there's the awkward stuff there.
then they put hats on people.
I rarely watch it. I just look at the highlights because it just takes forever. And they meander.
They have a milking cows.
Oh, boy. That was from the Treehouse. Yeah,
having them make cows and pretending they're having a blast doing it.
Yay!
Oh my god!
At least they let you pick what you want to watch. So
it's true. So, but anyway, as far as E3 content, what are your predictions for Nintendo?
They're gonna start off with Metroid Prime for Switch. They're gonna
start off.
They're gonna start off
end with that.
They're gonna escalate from there. They're gonna have a gold-plated Nintendo Switch.
We're gonna go in looking at Metroid, and they're gonna be like, "Ah, just kidding, Star Wars port. I'm sorry, Star Fox port.
Star Fox.
You're getting that terrible Star Fox game that didn't do well.
Lego Star Fox.
Yeah, well, they're gonna have." I've been saying this every E3 for the last couple of years. Metroid Prime for this, not for the Switch, but for like the console, and I don't think it's gonna happen because it's never happened until now.
I think you're gonna get Metroid.
Last year they had Metroid Confederate Force for 3DS.
Yeah,
and it was really bad. Well, it wasn't bad.
I mean, it was a lot of fun actually, but I mean, it just wasn't the Metroid.
It's not what I wanted.
Yeah,
then that's not what we wanted.
Exactly.
But I agree. 100%.
Yeah.
I think it's time that they bring Metroid out. Rumor was that Retro Games was working on Metroid.
They made the Prime games.
They made. They also made. I think Retro also made all the new Donkey Kong games.
They did, yes.
So I'm kind of hoping. What do you think the new Metroid's going to be? You think it's going to be like a 3D, like first-person game, or do you think it's going to go back to like a 2D, like 2.5D? Or
if
2D?
it's retro, I feel like they're going to go with like the first-person game, like they did with Prime. This could be like a continuation of that, or like a reboot. But a lot of people are claiming for the 2D Metroid. It could be that.
I mean, maybe they come out and do two. You know, I mean, maybe they have the Switch version, which is the full console game.
Yeah.
And then for the 3DS or 2DS, they come out with the 2.5D version or game.
That's They
did something similar to that with Batman Arkham Origins.
No,
yeah, they did.
Because they had the full console game that came out,
and then the Vita version,
and then the Vita and 3DS version, which was the Arkham Origins.
I think it's
something or other.
Did it have another name?
Yeah, I think there's another name added onto it. But that was like a 2.5D game.
I had that, and I didn't like it, actually.
I tried to beat it, and then I feel like I came across like a game-breaking bug on the 3DS. I just couldn't get past it.
I think what they should do, instead of trying to be like...
YouTube and watch the ending.
Instead of trying to have like Metroid Prime on the Switch and then try to port it to the 3DS, just have a separate 2D.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, it'd be two different games. And that's what that Arkham game was. Arkham game was completely separate game compared to what the Arkham Origins game was, but they released at the same time. Or
I'm sure Metroid would be so much better.
I think so. So yeah, definitely Metroid.
Yeah.
I agree with your analysis.
But it'll be more likely that they'll have a lot of disappointment stuff. Like, they announced...
Yeah, you're not wrong, because we've been getting that for a while.
Like, they announced...
Like the Pokemon game today.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into that.
Go ahead.
That's
like a separate topic, but you can talk about that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So what happened today, Jonah?
So there was a Nintendo Direct today, and they were going to... I was like, okay, E3's coming up, but they'll probably go into more stuff at E3. So they announced Ultra Sun and Moon instead of Sun and Moon for Switch or Stars.
Yeah. It's still just a 3DS game.
It's just a 3DS game. It's like the third version, but split in two. You know, like how Emerald was for...
They're not milking that at all.
Yeah. So that's fine, boy. I guess. But
I didn't even know what it was until Jonah told me. I'm very disappointed right now.
Yeah, so it's fine, I guess, but like it's not, because I wanted the Switch version. I don't want to play it again on 3DS. I have too many hours on the Pokemon Sun.
Yeah.
Do you think that they're saving a Switch?
No,
just
no.
I feel like why amp everybody up just to show it at E3? But I mean, if that's what their big announcement is, I don't know. I think it's hard to say, because like we have all these dreams for Nintendo, but at the same time they're looking at their catalog and being like, all right, we have to release this periodically throughout the next X amount of years to stay relevant.
Yeah.
So maybe Pokemon doesn't come until next year.
Maybe.
The new one.
But I don't want that to be a thing. I want it to be now. but it won't
Buy
happen.
me Bone Storm or go to hell.
I think Metroid will be the big like announcement this
Yeah,
year.
that'll be the surprise.
But how far along do you think it's going to be? Is you think it's just going to be name only? Oh, hey, we're working on one.
No,
cutscene.
I mean at this time,
Cutscene.
at this point, I think. See, it's hard to say. I think at a certain point in the Wii U's lifestyle, they started holding games back. Like Zelda, I think they held back, so they had a game to launch with the Switch, and it worked out for them. A lot of people ran out to get the Switch because they could play Zelda on it. So I think Metroid might have been next up to be the big announcement, and they're like, let's hold off until we have the Switch ready. And I think the same's going to go for other titles. Like I'm assuming maybe they were working on another Donkey Kong game, and maybe they held off. They might eventually. We'll see another Donkey Kong game. I don't think it's going to be this year. If it is this year, if we get Donkey Kong over Metroid, I'm going to be a little upset.
Yeah, I feel since it's like the same dev that works on both games.
Yeah,
they would alternate it rather than bring them out at once.
Yeah, because like Donkey Kong's had 2 games in the time, and Metroid hasn't had a game since the Wii.
Yeah.
At least not a proper Metroid game. So.
Yeah, that's right. That Confederation Force. It like we said, it wasn't a bad game. Just it was a co-op game for 3DS, and it's just not what we wanted. But coming up, also, we're gonna have more games like Mario and Rabbids. Remember
I'm really not looking forward to that portion of the actual direct because I don't care.
It's gonna be like what the Switch did with 1-2 Switch. Gonna have like 20 minutes of that.
I really, really hope not.
Yeah,
I think the big portion of the direct is going to be Mario because they're going to want to sell Mario. Honestly,
right.
They're going to show some gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they can meet the release date this year. I hope they do get it in the fourth quarter.
I think
that will help them out a lot, and that could be like one of the best Mario games of all time.
Well, I mean, because they already not promised, but they already said, "Oh, Mario Odyssey's coming out holiday." So it should be out for Christmas.
If it does miss this year, that's gonna really hurt them because of it's out on the perfect time for.
The only thing that I think will save them for the holiday is if they do bring back, and one of my predictions is that they actually show the port for Smash Brothers from Wii U. Like they'll bring back Smash Brothers. There would be a port of what was on the Wii U.
You think they'll port before they do a?
I don't think they're going to do a new one. Not. I think that they need to hit why the iron's hot and get Smash Brothers out, get the port out, and then eventually they can do another Smash Brothers if they want to.
I think they'll build up their character base first.
I think they're going to add more characters. You're going to get more character announcements, hoping for a Goku. Because that was really highly recommended at one point, or highly requested at one point, was to have Goku on there.
Right.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I also
that'd be very interesting.
At some point, people were really like pushing for it because you're able to vote for characters at one point. So it really comes down to like the developers.
Is that why Cloud got it?
Yeah, yeah. A lot of people requested Cloud, even though he didn't have any real history on Nintendo platforms. I guess there might have been a game where Cloud was in, like maybe an offshoot, but I don't think Final Fantasy VII was ever on it.
There's a rhythm game on 3DS.
Maybe. I guess that's how they can kind of
that has like all the Final Fantasy games.
But like they added Bayonetta. They added they're still adding a couple characters, I guess. I know. Well, I pretty much added all of them, but they added Ryu from Street Fighter. He's in Smash. So I think if they can get a couple more third-party licenses to try and bring them into the Smash port, I think it will be fine. I think it will still sell, and there's still a really big fan base for that game, and I think it will help. Do I think it will be out this holiday? No. If anything, I think it will be out maybe like next March, April.
Okay.
Because they still got to get all the online stuff worked out.
Yeah.
And that's not coming until 2018. They've already said that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that they get that going potentially until that's out and working well.
And I think that's why games like Metroid are kind of important to announce. And like I said, I'm still, like, if they do announce it at all, I'm very curious to see how far along they are with it. Because, I don't know, I feel like, because you know how Nintendo is, they're not really, I want to say, risk takers in this generation. So I don't know.
Oh, they're kind of risk takers. They try some stupid stuff, and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's do this."
Innovation.
Well, when I say
the Metroid 3DS game, they tried it. They're like, "Oh well, it's a Metroid game. They're gonna bring it out. It's gonna be multiplayer." Okay,
that was a troll. That was a strategic troll.
Yeah, they probably didn't lose any money in that.
Well, with the Switch, they have they've been having shipment issues and things like that. We went over that in the last podcast, but. Nintendo Classic, they only wanted to throw out this many because they didn't know how big of a thing it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, okay, so, but, you know, because their numbers are not correct of how well this is doing, I didn't know if they already were like, okay, what if this sucks? Should we invest in making this game? Should we invest in this?
And that's what the big question is that, like, Metroid's really popular to, like, a very core base. And it really depends. Like, if another Metroid does come out and it doesn't sell the gangbuster numbers like a Zelda, I don't know what happens to Metroid after that. Like, does it go by the wayside for a period of time? So it's something to think about.
Yeah, and I think if they do announce a Metroid, they should have something behind it, like some gameplay, some idea of where it's going.
I don't want a full Fallout 4 reveal. They go into all the systems.
Yeah.
And they had a multiplayer element of it and all this other cool stuff and some crazy tower defense game.
No, I don't like tower defense.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Jonah, what else you got?
Monster Hunter. Double Cross.
Oh, they'll show that.
Yeah.
They'll definitely show that. You're absolutely right.
It's one of the biggest games on the Switch.
A lot of people are clamoring for that ever since they launched that. Evidently, it's a cool game. I might get it.
Yeah,
I hear good things about it.
I have Monster Hunter 4 for the 3DS. It's a really fun game, but only
very grindy.
Yeah, it's not too bad if you're playing with like a group of friends, like 2 or 3. But if you're playing solo, you can't. You're gonna get really bored.
I mean, is it like looking at the Destiny fans that we are, Jonah? Is it very Destiny-esque where you're going back into it and fighting the same monsters?
Well, actually, in that case, yeah, because you have to kill the same guy
to get full armor sets and stuff like that.
Yeah, in that case, but it's really different in the way that you're not actually fighting them in like a normal way, like you would in an actual like RPG.
Yeah,
you're hunting them, so you're just setting them up, trying to get the jump on them, and then and you don't see the health bar. You just keep hitting them until they die. And they have traps, you have tranks.
Hit them
so you can go into a battle and really not know when it's going to end.
Exactly.
Oh, good.
There is phases. Like you'll see some damage on them.
Yeah.
But some of them are not as easy to notice. So you're just like, when will this end?
It's a giant purple blob. I can't tell if it's.
I lost an eyelash. I am almost dead.
I stopped playing it once I was doing it. I was doing like some of the hunter missions, some of the high level ones solo. And there's this one guy that it took me an hour to get him down to like little health.
For one guy?
One guy. Because I was solo.
Oh, okay.
And you only have like either like a half an hour to get him down. And if you don't get him down in time, the mission ends and you lose. And I lost. And I never touched it again.
I was scared.
That's like an hour of your time gone for nothing.
I never touched it again.
I crawled into a closet and cried.
So make sure you have friends to get it.
So you're
going to get it, right?
I'm going to get it.
Okay.
But here's an idea now. Now that the online's having the issues and all that stuff.
Well, it's not really issues.
Well, it's not an issue,
they're
but
just announcing how it's going to work.
Yeah. Now is that
with that torture device of the headset hookup.
Yeah, don't.
Whatever they're doing.
Just use like Discord or PlayStation chat. Yep. don't bother with Nintendo's headset service.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just bad.
Have you seen it?
I think I saw the
we'll talk about it for the vlog.
Yeah.
But anyway,
I also got they'll probably mention ARMS just because it's coming out this month,
and they can't stop talking about it.
They're gonna do a little Mac alteration for ARMS. They're gonna throw a little Mac in there.
That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
If not, they're missing out. That might be DLC that make you pay for. Of course, it would be.
Millions.
There will definitely be limited edition Switch hardware like Splatoon or Monster Hunter.
Like a bundle.
Yeah, like a bundle. It'll have like maybe a design on the holster. What was that? Cradle. Yeah.
Cradle.
Because for Splatoon, I'm pretty sure it'll be the one that's already been announced in like Europe. But that hasn't been announced here. They're waiting for E3, I'm guessing. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping if that's the case, so I have an excuse to get it, because I'm just like, I don't want to get this regular one. I've waited this long already, so I might as well get the new game one. With it. Yeah. New amiibos is definitely a thing. They're always announcing amiibos.
The last two that are coming out, I'm getting. That's it. I have.
You say that now.
I have the 2 alterations for Cloud and the 1 Bayonetta from GameStop. After that, I'm done. That's it.
He says that now.
No more.
It's gonna get
the thing is that like Fire Emblem, like there's so many Fire Emblems in Smash.
New one coming out. Fire Emblem Warriors for
that's one of the amiibos. Oh, did they announce a separate one?
Fire Emblem Warriors for Switch.
Oh, there's another. Is that coming out this year too?
I'm not sure, but I don't think it has a date yet. But they haven't. I don't think it's.
What about Xenoblade? Didn't they announce a Xenoblade?
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, yeah.
We don't have a date for that yet, or is that?
I don't think it's a date. It might be this year.
I think it might be this year.
We could see that. I didn't actually think about that.
So once again, I feel like they're running out of time with even the stuff that we're talking about. They're going to show a lot. So Pokemon, you don't think we're not going to see it this year?
No, not the Switch one. Maybe they'll give us more about Ultra.
That's a bold
Ultra
strategy.
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
yeah, they're. I can't talk about them.
I can't do that.
Yeah, Pokemon, if anything, probably next year, maybe.
They said a long time ago that they want the Pokemon to stay handheld, but Switch is handheld.
Yeah, technically it's handheld.
Like if you saw their Pokken tournament,
they have to know that people are clamoring for a Zelda-esque Breath of the Wild type Pokemon game.
Yeah.
It's big open world. Like they might even just take the whole map of Zelda and just throw it down there and then put Pokestops throughout all
Copy
of them.
and paste.
And then you just go around and catch Pokemon.
That's probably their biggest thing is trying to figure out how to turn this franchise, because it's always been like that 2D for a long time.
It's slowly going 3D though. Like you do have the over the shoulder look and everything in the newer.
I think they're just really playing with it and trying to get it just right for the Switch.
I don't think I'd mind as much if it stays 3DS if it just didn't look so bad.
Yeah,
like
they should really update the hardware eventually.
Yeah,
keep doing with the 3DS.
The 3D models are just really dirty,
janky.
Yeah, I mean, Super Nintendo
really
better.
dirty. They look filthy.
They don't look good. It's
I
all
keep
hardware.
washing it under the faucet. It's not getting better.
No, it's not working.
Well, my gripes with Pokemon aside, it's gonna be a lot of indie games. Another montage probably.
Oh, let me ask you. Actually, yeah, they're definitely going to show some indie games. What about third party support? What do you think we're going to see third party support?
Nothing big. Probably some like
FIFA.
Yeah, like they was it FIFA or was
FIFA
it one of the
18
other ones?
they announced.
Well,
Yeah,
FIFA was
Switch.
big, but now they have issue. Well, the Switch is gonna get like a dumbed down version of the.
Yeah, which is not surprising. They always have the dumbed down version.
But
of
it's
everything.
the Switch. It's not like it's like the Wii. It's not like
It's
like,
just honestly, honestly that game was probably thrown together very quickly. That I think EA was very hesitant to even get on the stage for the Switch announcement and be like, "We're gonna make a FIFA game."
As they're walking off, we're gonna make FIFA.
We're contractually obligated to make this game.
So yeah,
They have my family.
it's evidently not going to be on the Frostbite engine.
Good.
The FIFA port for Switch.
I don't
It's
have
gonna
a
be,
it's not
it's
gonna
gonna be
have-
stick figures.
It's not going to have the journey mode either, like the campaign
Of
mode.
course.
It's not going to have that. I think they're really just trying to get a mobile FIFA that you can play and people can join up and
I
link up
don't
and
know,
play.
man. When you cut corners,
I'm surprised it's even called FIFA 18. I'm surprised it's just not like called FIFA
Switch.
17 and a half.
Yeah, FIFA Switch or FIFA.
Just partner with Square Enix.
FIFA
Superior.
minus things.
So probably FIFA.
FIFA no legs.
We still haven't heard anything about Skyrim. They announced that for the Switch, and we still haven't heard anything about Skyrim. So I'm hoping that they have some sort of update. If not, people are going to start wondering what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure they'll have nothing.
Anything from Activision or Blizzard, you think? Like, I don't think Call of Duty.
No, I don't
based
think.
on where they're going, I don't think Call of Duty. But I've been talking about it with my friends for a little bit. Diablo with the new Necromancer class that they just added, or the Ultimate. They're adding a new Diablo edition. It's called like the Ultimate Edition. I can't remember what the edition is.
Right.
But
With an
Diablo
expansion, new expansion.
Yeah, because they're having the expansion. They could make. I feel like they should be able to make Diablo work on the Switch. So if anything, if they can make that happen, that'd be really awesome. If Blizzard would come out and say we're going to put Diablo on the Switch, that's a big win. That's a big get for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's going to be. Yeah, I mean that's more not like,
top down hack and slash
Yeah,
RPG
like the hack and
stuff like that.
slash.
It's not graphically taxing.
Yeah. If it's stylized, it'll work on Switch.
The only thing that they might have to cut back on is like how many enemies might be on the screen at a time. But you may or may not notice that.
Will the Switch have that problem? Is it like that?
I don't know.
'Cause
I don't know what it's on par to. And we know it's weaker than the current consoles, but we don't know.
I mean, PS3 ran Diablo.
Exactly. So
pretty
you would
good.
hope.
I mean, the only thing different with PS4 was it just had a little bit better textures. That's it, and it ran. Was it 60 frames?
Yeah, it was on Xbox 360 and PS3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it doesn't even have to be 60. It can be 30.
No, I'm saying the only difference between the PS3 and PS4 version. So I mean, I don't
see why it wouldn't work, right?
Like that's why with
it would make
FIFA, like
sense.
how come you had to cut so much out of because
I think that was the time.
I mean,
I think they probably might have been able to. I don't think they may not have been able to get the Frostbite engine to work on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like they could have gotten Journey.
The Switch has to be at least on par with PS3.
Yeah.
It's got to be somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Because so I mean, well, like you said, it's probably just time crunch.
I mean, like I said, me and a couple of my friends on one of the Facebook chats, I mean, we've been talking about it for a couple of days. Like, Diablo on Nintendo Switch would be a huge get for Nintendo.
Yeah.
Like really reaching out there for the stars. Like, if they could figure out how to get Overwatch to work on it, that'd be pretty big too, because it's very artistic. It's not very graphically taxing. It might look pretty watered down, but I don't think that there's any chance of that happening. Just because of the community and the fan base and the online infrastructure. But if they can get something like Diablo, something simplistic but still very relevant, I think that'd be a big win for Nintendo.
You think they go that far? I mean, the only thing different I see out there right now, I mean, Skyrim but we haven't seen anything from it, and Payday 2.
Oh, I forgot about Payday 2.
Yeah.
Right. I guess I don't know if they're going to show anything for Payday 2, because I think it's a big win for a third-party game like that to come on, but I don't think it's ready, and I don't think it's going to be something that they're going to spend time on their Nintendo Direct.
They might just montage it with a bunch of other third-party games.
I think that's probably a safe bet.
And we've talked a lot about the Switch, but we're going to see a lot of 3DS stuff.
I really hope not, though. They got to really stop that. Like, leave the other Nintendo Direct.
It makes so much money.
Leave the other Nintendo Directs to do the 3DS stuff. E3 needs to be about the Switch and selling it. And you have to show what games are coming out, so you go out and you actually buy this thing.
Yeah.
If you can get your hands on it.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, it's selling like hotcakes, but so they're probably not dying to try to pitch it to anybody. But also at the same time, it's just you really want to show off your new system.
Yeah,
it's like a new car. You want to show it off.
And I'm glad that I actually got the Switch when Mario Kart was already out, because like I was playing Mario Kart and now I have like Zelda to play, and Zelda's gonna probably hold me over for a while. But if I got Zelda, beat it, and I was waiting for Mario Kart, I'd be like, well, did I really want this?
Well, that's why I never got, that's why I wasn't interested in pre-ordering and all that nonsense, because like I'm just getting a $300 Zelda machine. Yeah,
I pre-ordered it and like the collector's edition for Zelda, and then they canceled my collector's edition for Zelda.
I know.
That's true.
About this.
It's because of Amazon.
It was sad when you said it the first time, and it's sad now.
It still is.
It still hurts a little bit.
But hey, at least you have that money.
You don't like open world games though, so.
I know. I was hyped though. I get hyped easy. I easily get hyped.
I'm so giddy for things.
So anything else third party?
I bought Skyrim, hated it. Sorry.
Anything else from third party? I know Capcom just released that Street Fighter 2 Ultra Super Special with God Edition
with Mean Ken.
Yeah,
with Mean Ken. Irate.
And evidently Capcom's basing whether or not they release further Capcom games on it based on that game.
Yeah,
like, that's kind of a poor way.
I think they did that with Darkstalkers like Resurrection or something, and they never made another Darkstalkers game.
Yeah, but I mean, this Street Fighter is like you said, the umpteenth
Street Fighter 2
version, and
that will probably be ported to Xbox and PlayStation eventually.
It's for them to be like, we'll see how that does on it. It's like, why would you do that? That's like you're basically not even interested. You're like, we just did this for you, and
I think that was also the case with the Mega Man re-release. They have a new Legacy collection out for PS4, like Legacy Collection 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna cover the X series,
and people are like, buy it so they'll know that you like it. We've been buying it. They're not going to make a new Mega Man.
That's not... And
that was one of my bold predictions, that they come out and be like, hey, we're making a new Mega Man game in like the form of like the 8-bit, like Mega Man 9 and 10 were created
right
after the old ones, and they come out and they make like Mega Man 11 or something like that. Even though it's old school and it's retro, I think it could probably do something on the Switch if it's exclusive.
That'd be cool, but I want them to make an updated game. Like that's fine sticking with like the classic 8-bit stuff, but...
I mean, I like the
like a new Legends.
I like the
Mega Man Legends.
Well, yeah, I guess that's
good.
It
wasn't that good.
Well, some people said it was good. It was either you liked it or you hated it. Apparently,
I liked them both.
And so I hear it was actually decent.
I mean, it's a Mega Man game in a 3D world. That was blasting robots with no blasting cannon.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing the like Mega
Capcom
Man
hates Mega Man though.
Like Mega Man 7, where it was 16-bit. Like,
yeah, that's what they did for 9 and 10. They did like the 16-bit type of art style, and they did it so.
Or even 2D over 3D.
They might do. I mean, they just announced the Mega Man Collection Volume 2, which has I think all the way up to 10.
Yeah.
So they might just release that for the Switch. That might be an announcement.
They've already said it's not coming to 3DS. I don't know what they're saying about Switch, because the last Legacy Collection was coming to 3DS.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll have anything on the 2DS XL? I mean, anything worth?
Well,
just some of the games they already talked about.
2DS, it'll just be... They might have a limited edition bundle. They do that with 3DSs.
Yeah.
To I guess to save shelf space, they have like some kind of bundle, and then once that runs out, they have a new bundle, so they don't have to keep stocking the same colors.
Randomize. So, final thoughts?
Nintendo, please be nice to me. I don't want you to disappoint me anymore.
My bold prediction that will never happen is that Konami comes out on the Nintendo Direct and it's like
Death Stranding exclusive.
We have actually created a new Nintendo Castlevania game.
Wow,
that'd be cool.
That'd be amazing.
Like that.
That'd be awesome.
Actually, there's a nice push for Castlevania because of the Netflix series.
Yeah,
I just want Nintendo to buy Castlevania from Konami.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Konami's not going to make another Castlevania game. I feel like
aren't they just making only phone games?
They're just making
phone games,
pachinko games.
Pachinko, yeah,
pachinko.
They just put all their game IPs on the pachinko machines.
Mm-hmm. The creator of the Castlevania series, was it the creator?
He left. He's making.
I forget
Bloodstain.
Bloodstain.
Thank you.
The spiritual successor.
Yeah, that'd be
spiritual
cool.
successor.
That's what it's called.
That game might show up on the Switch.
I kickstarted that.
Did he?
Yeah,
it's a good choice.
I know, right?
Hopefully, it's a better one than Mighty Number 9.
That was
I almost kickstarted that. I didn't though.
It was a great promise that turned horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I never played it. I just stayed away from it because everybody hated it.
It was the aftermath of bad.
It's just
tacos.
And also,
somebody's hungry.
You could tell that the guy wasn't that into it just because he started kickstarting something else a month later.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah.
Well, he was like directed. He was like head director on that game, and then I guess at the same time, Recore was under development.
Yeah, he also that was a third thing. Three things.
That was his weekend gig. He did that on Sundays.
He's like, I got $4 million for this thing. I'm just gonna wing it.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
In a Funye.
But yeah, no, I mean, like you said, a lot of for the Nintendo thing, it's got to be big titles because you can't just bank on Mario.
You get a Kirby.
So all right, so here's the thing for you, John. I'm sold. Jonah's gonna get it eventually.
Are you sold on the
sold.
Switch? Are you?
Jonah's eventually gonna pick it up, probably relatively soon. What would you if Nintendo came out? What would be like the one announcement? I'd be like, "Yep, I'm in. I'm gonna get it as soon as I can."
Well,
because eventually you'll get it anyway because you're a collector, right?
Yeah, I'll get it.
So.
I want to get it. I mean, like I said, it depends on how they handle that retro gaming.
Yeah.
I guess it's like a Netflix type of thing. But also, like, what's gonna come out? Like, you're not gonna sell me on just Mario or Zelda. You're not gonna if Metroid comes out and it's gonna come out soon.
Yeah.
Then yes, hell yes. But if you're just gonna throw random maybes at me,
yeah,
I'm not gonna.
Eventually, we'll get there.
Yeah, because I'm just gonna keep waiting until the price goes down, and then either they have like a Switch Mini or something like that,
or a bundle.
But that's my thoughts, guys. Let us know your thoughts about this. And also let us know about the thoughts on E3 in general, because that's pretty much all the topics and, our pre-predictions.
They'll announce SNES Classic. SNES Classic.
Well, that's another thing too. The
and
NES
Bethesda,
Classic.
what are you thinking? Your show's going to start at midnight.
Really?
On Eastern time, yeah.
Ah.
They're going on stage at 9:00 on
that's
coastal time or West Coast time.
All right,
it's insane.
But guys,
I'm gonna be up for it though.
That's all the time we have for this podcast. Please like and subscribe to all our content. Check us out on Twitter at Cartridge Blast. And like I said before, for those listening, check us out on YouTube. We posted podcasts up on YouTube. We have little fancy backgrounds and stuff like that. And also check our vlogs out on there, because those are mostly live and uncut and scary. But listen to those. And also find us on Instagram if that's your thing. Guys, I'm John for Cartridge Blast Gamers.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Carmine.
Stay awesome. We'll catch you next time. Peace.